Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I hope you're having a fantastic day and I hope that this video finds you well. Happy 4th of July. Today we celebrate 249th birthday of this wonderful, blessed nation, the greatest nation this earth or this universe has ever seen. The only thing better is the kingdom of God. Now, with that being said, let's dive into the story. The open border policies of Joe Biden. We know Joe Biden wasn't giving the orders. It was, some wackos in his administration. It was Obama. It was George Soros with his Open World Foundation. But here's the thing. Who was in charge of the border? Well, besides Kamala Harris, there was Mayorkas. Well, Donald Trump is now calling for the arrest of Mayorkas. And it's not just a truth. It's not just a rumor. There is audio. There's a video of Donald Trump saying, I want Mayorkas arrested. Do me a huge favor, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe, leave an American flag in the comments to celebrate Independence Day. Let's get into the story. Huge. Trump says that he is open to arresting Mayorkas. Quote, it was a fake impeachment. He followed orders, but that doesn't necessarily hold him harmless. Let's roll the tape.
Why hasn't he been arrested yet? Obviously you guys are cleaning up the mess that was made deliberately for the past 4 years, and so people want accountability. It's great to see that the border is secured, and it's great to see the state level cooperation. But I guess I would ask you, why hasn't he been held accountable, or anybody really?
Well, pardons were given out by to many people, and they shouldn't have been given out. Like the Unselect Committee of Political Thugs was given a pardon because they destroyed all of the information from 2 years of hearings, and they should be arrested, but they were given pardons. Was he given a pardon, Mayorkas? Was he not?
I don't believe so.
Well, I'd take a look at that one, because what he did is it's beyond incompetence. Something had to be done. Now, with that being said, he took orders from other people, and he was really doing the orders, and you could say he was very loyal to them, because it must have been very hard for him to stand up and sit up and talk about what he allowed to happen to this country and be serious about it. So he was given orders. If he wasn't given a pardon, I could see looking at that. In fact, why don't you take a look at it, Kristen? He was impeached, but yeah, it was just a fake impeachment. It was a fake impeachment. Why don't you take a look at it? I think he was so bad. They were all so bad. Look, it was the worst president in the history of our country. We've had some bad ones, but he was the worst president. But somebody told Mayorkas to do that, and he followed orders, but that doesn't necessarily hold him harmless. So take a look at it. Very good question, actually. Thank you.
So you guys all remember, I believe it was the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, the House. Yeah, it was. Yes, that's right. It was end of 2023. The House actually impeached Mayorkas. Right? Republicans had control of the House at that time, but Democrats control of the Senate. And then when it moved up into the Senate, they never even held a trial. They were supposed to. They were supposed to hold a trial. They didn't. They refused to. They refused to hold an impeachment trial. And what was he impeached for? For the open border chaos. Every single person that died from fentanyl poisoning, from rape, or anyone that was raped by an illegal immigrant, murdered, robbed, assaulted. It is all in the hands of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Mayorkas. So Mayorkas was like what Mayorkas was to the Biden administration is what Tom Homan is to the Trump administration. And ladies and gentlemen, and he never got a pardon. That puts a smile on my face. He never got a pardon. And Trump, if he says something, he means it. Now, I wish Trump's team was a little bit stronger. I'm not liking what a lot of the stuff that Cash is doing, or Pam, or Dan Bongino, when it comes to, the Epstein files and arresting criminal thugs. But here's what we know. Trump wants it done. He wants it looked into. He wants people held accountable. And I hope something happens. Again, happy Independence Day, ladies and gentlemen. Stay blessed. Don't be stressed. You're living in the greatest nation in the world, in the best time in history. Rejoice. God bless.